man.
Hey, Cedric, how much was your first wholesale deal?
12,000.
Nice, man. Boom. And then from what lead source?
Facebook garage sale.
Facebook garage sale. Boom. What up,
Yes,
Wholesale to
sir.
Million family? Happy Sunday. We're back with another subscriber first wholesale deal interview. And I got my man, Sedrick, just closed his first deal. I'm about to let him share with you guys his stories, his journey, how he closed his first wholesale deal. I'm sure he's pumped to share with you guys. But before we jump into that, I want to take some time here to let you guys, those of you who don't know, I'm running a 2K web class, happen on August 31st, exclusively for the first 20 people that wants to sign up, that want to join me on that day. It's going to be a web class. You don't have to fly anywhere. You don't have to travel anywhere. It's just going to be exactly like this. It's going to be online, but there's going to be 20 of you. It does cost $2,000 per person or per couple. Maybe you have a partners. But on that day, what I'm doing is I'm sharing with you everything that I have learned and gathered for the past 8 years, holding nothing back, no secrets, giving it to you all on that day. All the tips, all the tools, all the strategies, all the networks, all the systems, the entire the company, everything that I'm currently using and having right now, I'm going to share and give it to you. My goal is to cut down your learning curve, right? To cut down your learning curve and give it everything to you and help you move in the right directions. And it's for everybody all across the board, whether you're new, you haven't done any deals, or maybe you have done a couple of deals, but you try to put a system together and scale your business. I'm going to show you exactly how to put the whole system together, right? So you can scale your business to get to the next level. And if you're lost, confused, overwhelmed, stressing out, you don't know which direction to go, listen to me. On that day, I'm going to give you a clear action plan of exactly what you need to do to walk away with, to start executing and closing deals. So no further ado. And if that's you I'm talking to, shoot an email over to wholesale to millions, right, at gmail.com, subject 2K web class. And I'm ready to rock and roll with you on that day. But no further ado, Sedrick, I'm going to let you take over, man. So if you guys, throughout this interview, if you find any value, boom, smash a thumbs up, show my guest some love, and comment below with any question you have. Sedrick, I'm going to let you take it over, buddy. Happy Sunday, my man.
All right. Happy Sunday, man. First of all, thank you for having me, man. This is like a dream come true right now, man. The whole time, we've been doing this for about 6 to 8 months now, and from about maybe like the 4th month in, not even, maybe like the 3rd month in, I mean, I've been watching and listening on Spotify, YouTube, subscriber First Wholesale Deals, and all I've been saying is, man, I'm getting on this interview. I'm going to get on this interview here soon, man. So thanks for having me, man. I definitely appreciate it. It means a lot. And, yeah, so the first deal, like I said, my name is Sedrick. I started this about 6 to 8 months ago. And the way the first deal came about, man, I was on Facebook garage sale, local Facebook garage sale, and I seen somebody that said that they're looking to sell their house for cash. They needed to get out of it quick. The house looked like it needed some work, so on and so forth. So, you know, I did what everybody else would do, shot her an inbox and, you know, just introduced myself and asked her if she was interested in still selling. And went back and forth on the conversation for a little while. She was asking $150 at first. The comps, the ARV and everything was about $220. She knew that it needed some work and everything like that. And, you know, she just wrote me back flat out. Her first message back to me was $150 or nothing. So I was like, all right, well, you know, I'm interested in coming out, taking a look at it. You know, at the time I didn't have the script. So I was like, you know, I'm interested in coming out, taking a look at it, this, that, and the third. And, you know, I just built a little bit of rapport with her. I tried to take it away from buying the house and just building a little bit more rapport, asking her, you know, what she does for a living, you know, so on and so forth. So I found out that her husband and I are both in the same field. I do air conditioning full time. So I'm an air conditioning technician. So I found out that her and her husband and I are in the same field. So kindergarten school teacher, built a little bit of rapport with her that way. And, you know, long story short, we came to finding out that she just wasn't willing to come down below 150. So, you know, I was like, all right, well, you know, I didn't give her a number, but I told her, I don't think I'll be able to come to 150. You know, if you're interested in coming down lower anytime, please feel free to reach out. Cause she was saying that she had 4 or 5 other people come to look at it. She already had offers, all this stuff. And I knew it was all smoke. So I was like, all right, well, if you're willing to come down, you know, give me a call back. Let me know if anything happens. I hope you get what you're looking for. You know, if there's any way that I can help, let me know. So, left that alone. About a month later, actually, while I was listening to another subscriber First Wholesale Deal interview, I get another Facebook message. And mind you, I've never spoken to this woman over the phone. I'd never seen her in person. Then nothing. It was all through Facebook. Everything was through Facebook, so it was quite virtual. And I get another Facebook message, and she says, "Hey, it didn't go through. I'm willing to come down now." I'm like, "Okay, now you're willing to come down. Let's talk. Let's go ahead and start talking some business here." So, going back and forth with her, and I was up till maybe like midnight just watching your videos and figuring out how am I going to word this to her so that way, because I let her go and she came back. So I know that she's interested. I know that she's motivated. I found out her why for selling. She said that she was looking to sell her house to help her mom because her mom's house is in pre-foreclosure. So she wanted to help her mom out, get out of that situation. So, I sat down, my fiance and we sat down at like midnight and came up with this extravagant paragraph to write her that hits on all the points, and finally made my offer. I made an offer of, I think it was 119. I made her an offer of 119, and the next morning I sent it off to her because I didn't send it at midnight. I figured that was too late, so I just went ahead and sent it to her like 8 o'clock in the morning. And she wrote back immediately. She says, "I can't do that." I said, "Okay, well, what's the lowest number that you're willing to go?" And she said 130. I said, "Well, I'm at 119. You're at 130. Can you meet me in the middle at like 125? And she was like, "No, 127. I'm like, "All right, I think we can do that. Let me go ahead and just talk to my team," because my sister and I, big shout out to my sister Samantha. That's my other half right there. She's so big into you as well, man. But so I talked to her about it, and she's like, "Let's do it. Let's lock it up, man. Let's get the first deal." So I'm like, "All right." So we did that, locked it up, sent her over the contract, and luckily I had an old friend of mine. She knew me since I was younger, a family friend, and she actually contacted me on one of my other posts on Facebook because I have like a virtual card. We buy houses on Facebook, and I share it a lot. So she commented one day and was just like, "Hey, if you ever need a title company or escrow company, give me a call." So I reached out to her, and I'm like, "I don't know what to do. This person just accepted one of my offers. I don't know what to do." She's like, "Well, send her a contract." I'm like, "Well, I don't know how to fill one of these things out." Like, I've seen somebody do it on YouTube, and down here in Florida, we have the FAR bar. That's pretty much a standard contract. So she sent me over the FAR bar, and she literally walked me step through step to get it filled out and everything. And I had to revise it a couple of times. I sent it over to her, made sure it looked good, and she sent me back, said, "Okay, fix this, fix that." And meanwhile, my fiance's in the hospital. We're about to have our baby, and we're going back and forth through all this while we're pretty much between in the hospital, starting back at another AC job, and it was pretty hectic at the time. So back to the deal. Got the contract sent over to her. She filled it out, sent it back over to me, and we went ahead and opened escrow. And I sent it over to my sister. My sister, she goes to a local meeting down here. It's like a RIA, and down here in West Palm, every other Friday. If anybody is watching from West Palm, there's a local RIA meeting in West Palm every other Friday. So look into that. It's on the meetup group and everything like that. But so she found somebody there who actually was what we thought was a cash buyer. Come to find out, he wasn't a cash buyer. He told my sister that he usually buys houses himself, but he didn't buy in that area. So he's like, "But I know somebody who can." So we're like, "Okay, sounds good." Found him, and he was asking to JV the deal. And I posted it to sell for 140. I think it was 142. So 127 to 142, or whatever it is, for 127 up to 1K. I think it's 142 if I'm not mistaken. And so he said, or 139. I think it's 139. Yeah, 139. So he asked, "Can we go ahead and split that?" I'm like, "Well, I don't want to go under my 139. I know there's still room to work, but it's my first deal." I was honest with them, and I'm like, it's our first deal, so we don't want to go too high and sitting on this contract. And he was like, "All right, no problem." So he found his cash buyer to buy it at 142. So he tacked on $5,000 to it, and got it sold. And it was a process, man, a lot of back and forth. And again, literally while my son was being born, my phone was ringing, emails going off crazy while we're in the operating room. And immediately, as soon as I got back from, when they were cleaning up my fiance and bringing my son out to me to the room, I'm on the phone like, hey, let me give you guys a call back. Give me about an hour. It's back and forth. And yeah, so we got the deal done. The final buyer, which I guess was his partner who he was JVing the deal with or whatever, he actually went ahead and took out a loan. So it actually went over our closing date. But luckily, the seller didn't mind. She was okay with me. I built such good rapport with her that literally anything that would have happened, she was perfectly fine with it. She trusted me and was ready to just pull the trigger. And so, yeah, I mean, that's really how we got it done. I mean, it went over the date, but we got it done. And, yeah, they sent over that wire transfer, man. And I got a text. I got an email that said, hey, your funds are in your bank account. And I was just like, boom, let's lock it up. It's done.
Boom, baby, dude.
Yes,
my man.
Crazy,
dude.
Man.
That's what I'm talking about. Whatever it takes.
It was sick.
Dude, baby in the hospital, delivering wife.
Oh,
dude, wow, bro.
It was crazy. It was crazy. I mean, yeah, oh, man, it was crazy. My phone would not stop ringing.
Bro.
It was just all the time.
Bro, dude, it will be a story to tell your son, bro.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and the funny thing, man, is when he was born, once they pulled him out, all of a sudden on the speakers just went, it was a Bob Marley song. I think it was Every Little Thing's Gonna Be All Right. Just blared over the speakers, and I'm like, yeah, everything's gonna be all right. I'm closing the deal right after this. I'm ready for my wire transfer. Yeah, man.
Bro, dude,
yeah, it was crazy.
Dude, I want to say congrats, bro. Congrats. Great job for getting it done. Great job for doing whatever it takes. Great job for doing it as a husband, as a father, dude. Everything, whatever it takes to make it work, bro. Great job, bro.
Thank
so,
you.
hey,
thank you.
So where's your sister at, bro? Is she there?
My sister, she's in West Palm right now. Once we're done with this interview, we're going through a walkthrough. I actually talked to another customer, an AC customer yesterday. Her daughter's selling her house, is ready to get the contract signed and everything. She's like, just give me an offer so we can move forward. So once I leave here, I'm shooting down to West Palm. It's about an hour drive, but I'm shooting down there with her, and she's actually prepping to get ready to go through this walkthrough right now.
Boom.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay,
She's
bro.
scared to get on the camera, though, man. She's scared to get on the camera.
Oh, come on, man.
Yeah. She's like, I don't want to get on camera.
wait. Okay, Sedrick, if you don't mind doing me a favor, bro. So when you meet up with her, take a pictures and send it over to the or email it over to us. Do you follow me on Instagram?
I follow you on everything, man. There's nothing that I don't follow you on.
Oh,
every time you post anything, I get at least 3 notifications: Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube, Spotify, everything, man.
Thanks, man. Thank you so much for the love and support. Those of you who haven't followed me on Instagram, hit me up on IG. Go to Khang, Khang dot like a period WTM. So Sedrick, send me the picture, bro, and then send me a picture or shoot me a DM of the picture, dude. I would like that to be for the thumbnail. That would be awesome, bro.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. So now,
for sure.
Yeah, man. So now let's break down the deal. So so you contact her. Everything was done all virtual. Now, after you lock it up on a contract, I want to know is how long do you lock it up for?
30 days.
30 days. Okay. And what was the earnest money?
$10.
Yeah.
I didn't even send it in.
$10 and make me holla.
$10. Exactly.
Yeah, bro. Okay, bro. So 30 days. I want to break down some stuff here and see if I can add some value, to your life and to everyone that's watching, bro. So when you mentioned the 30 days, did she ask for 30 days, or did you mention 30 days?
I mentioned 30 days because I asked her, I'm like, if we can get this thing closed within 30 to 45 days or sooner, would it work for you? And she said yes. I found that on one of your lives.
Good, man.
I wrote that down from one of the lives.
Gotcha, man. So the thing is, when you say that, dude, she said okay, right? She said okay, right?
Yeah.
Bro, always pick the longer date. So 30 to 45 days, shoot for the 45 days, okay? Because obviously, our goal is we want to lock it up as long as we can, right? Because that gave us time to find buyers. So do not cut yourself short when So basically, when you ask the seller, so how quickly they want to close, they said, obviously as quickly as possible, or we like to close it soon. That's when you pitch 30 to 45 days or sooner. Would that be okay? If they say yes, I'll pick the 45 days. If they say that they're not in a rush, we'll go with the 45 to 60 days. Even sometime I go 90 days, and I always pick the longer time period. All right.
Okay.
So the earnest money, $10. And those of you who are out there and saying, hey, oh, I don't have the dude, if you don't have $10, dude, you're in the wrong game, man. Dude, if you can't scrape up $10, come on, send it in.
No, I didn't even send it in, man. It was crazy. I asked them, I'm like, when do you want me to send this in? They're like, don't send it in. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
So
crazy.
Yeah, man, dude, that on our contract, that it stated that the earnest money is being held. You don't even have to send it into escrow until the day before closing. So
that's on your contract, right?
Yeah, man. Yep.
Yeah, because I got the seller script and it came with the contract and all that. I've seen it on there.
Gotcha. Nice, man. So okay, so 30. Okay, so you lock it up for 30 days, earnest money. Now, after you lock it up, tell me, what did the next step that you did?
Once we got the contract sent.
Yeah, you sent to
once they sent it back to us. Okay, so yeah, we went ahead. I went ahead and forwarded over the title, and then I immediately went ahead and made a blast email to all the buyers that I already have. I have about, right now, between my sister and I, we have maybe 20 buyers that we've just been contacting with through local RIAs, Facebook, Instagram, so on and so forth. So I sent it out to the first 5 that they told me, they're like, look, I don't care what the deal is, what the price, send it over to me. So I sent it out to the first 5. None of them responded. And then I sent it out to the rest of them. And by the morning, I had a bunch of emails sent back to me. So yeah, that was the next step. Sent it over to escrow and then sent it out to my buyers, because she sent me pictures and stuff through Facebook. So I went ahead and just added those into a little file and sent those out to my buyers. Nice.
Got you, bro. So for those of you who missed, Sedrick just said he found his buyers. He sent it out on the local RIA, the Facebook, Instagram. What else?
That's it.
Okay.
Just the local RIA, Facebook, and Instagram.
Gotcha. Okay. And you sent it out for $139, right?
Right.
Okay. So you got all the pictures from the seller. Okay, great. Now, where did the buyer came from, or this JV deal guy?
So that was from from the RIA that we go to every other Friday. Yeah, okay. That was him. That's where my sister met him.
Gotcha. Okay. And he said that he wants to do a JV, and then you mentioned that you wanted 139, so he tacked on top 5,000.
Right. Yeah. So So at first he didn't mention that he wanted to do the JV. He said, "Oh, I'm a local buyer. Usually I don't buy in that area, but I know somebody who will." So okay. we weren't aware of the JV, that he was going to try to JV it, until he's like, he sent over a JV agreement with his tacked on $5,000. We're like, all right, as long as it doesn't cut into our pie, we're okay.
I gotcha. Okay. So I want to get into this a little bit, because I know some of you out there are getting into obviously doing JV deals with other people, and I want to give you some tips, some tips, so that way you don't cut yourself short. So let me ask Sedrick. So he didn't mention he was going to JV on this deal. He just mentioned to you guys at the local RIA, or your sister, saying that he has another buyer possibly for the property, right?
Right. Exactly.
Okay. So once he took that, pitch it to his buyer at a higher price, which is 142.
Right.
Okay. But he didn't tell you guys that, correct?
Right. No, he didn't tell us that. Once he let us know after he already sent it out to his buyers. He's like, "Hey, I can get it for 142."
Got it.
JV it, and then sent over a JV information.
Gotcha. Okay. So there are those of you who's listening, there are guys and gals, obviously, other wholesaler, that what they do is that you send them the deal, and then they're just going to tack on top of whatever the fee may be that they believe that their buyer would buy it at, because they understand their buyers. You know what I mean? So this guy, instead of asking you, hey, would you do a JV deal, asking you to split 50-50, he went instead of just tack on top 5,000 to send it out to his buyer at 142. Correct, bro?
Correct.
So this guy doesn't know, because he could have made some money off of this deal as well. But that's good for you, bro. Because if he would have said that if we would have asked you to pay him some fee off of whatever he had sent out for, some people would have done it, right?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we probably would have. We were trying not to. We wanted to stick to our 12K.
Understood.
And even asked, he asked, he's like, how we're gonna. I told him, like, look, I don't want to. If you can add on whatever you want, but we gotta keep our 12K.
Gotcha. Okay. Cool, man. Yeah. So those of you who's listening, let me give you some tips. Let's just say that you were trying to help somebody find a buyer for their deals. Your biggest questions to the other person is ask them, hey, if I can bring you a buyer, what would my fee be? Right? So you want to ask and make sure you put yourself, you positioning yourself like you're negotiating with the seller. Dude, negotiating is huge, right? If you understand and know how to negotiate, it basically you trying to get the best, obviously, to do whatever it is the best for you and make sure it's a win-win for both parties. And by doing that, it's getting the other person to mention a numbers of what they think is fair. Okay, so that's what you would do, man. So you would do is you would go, I'm just saying for those that are listening, if you're trying to find a buyer for someone else's deal, go ahead and ask them, hey, if I bring you a buyer for your deals, normally what would you pay? And then just let them talk. Obviously, they would say, well, you know what, that would be a JV deal. Then I would do a 50-50 with you. But some people, that'll be like a JV deal. Right. And vice versa. If someone else comes to you and said, hey, what if I bring you a buyer? Don't say JV. All right. Don't say JV. Don't say, okay, well, like if they tell you, hey, what if I bring you a buyer for your deals? I want a JV on this. Don't assume that it's 50-50. Ask them. So what would you want? Right. So what would you want? And you'll be surprised. Some of them will say 50-50, but some would say, hey, if you pay me 5,000, 2,000 or whatever X amount is, then it works for me. What I'm telling you is always ask before you assume or mention a number. So, bro, now you find you found the guy. You found a guy, and then what's the next step? The guy found a buyer. So what's the next thing happen, bro?
Just sending over the contracts and getting everything signed via DocuSign. And once we got everything signed and sent back, and I pretty much had all the copies, I went ahead and kept sending them out to the title company, and we went ahead and just picked the closing date. And then the end buyer, he actually was taking a loan out, so that's what kind of extended it past the actual closing date. So and I've never met any of these people ever. It was just all through email, sending everything was virtual.
Gotcha, 100%. Bro. Gotcha. Okay, so now did the buyer have to do a walkthrough on the property?
Yeah, he actually sent somebody out there to do a walkthrough. And funny enough, we went and that was the first time that I met the seller. We went out there because my sister and we actually driving for dollars up here. So we were like, well, we might as well schedule a walkthrough. It's our first deal. We might as well go do a walkthrough. It's not too far. So we actually scheduled with the buyer's person for us to meet him at the seller's property to do the walkthrough, just to take some more pictures. And we were acting like we were taking more pictures. And crazy thing is that the guy who actually went there, like, started talking to the seller, and was like, oh, this has to be upgraded, that has to be upgraded. So we were kind of like nervous because we were like, I don't know. He walked in before we got there.
Okay.
So there was a truck parked in the yard. We didn't even know that he was there.
Okay.
We didn't know that was the guy that was representing the end buyer. And my sister and I were waiting. I'm calling the guy like, hey, when's your guy coming here so that we can all walk through the property together? And the guy comes. We walked in because we were like, we're just going to take our own pictures. And the guy comes walking out. And we're like, dude, what are you doing? Like, I shook his hand like I didn't know him. And the seller's like, you don't know him? And I'm like, no. Like, It was just so awkward. It was so awkward. And then once he left, she tells me he was saying all this stuff, like how this has to be upgraded, that has to be upgraded, prices. Almost threw the deal off. Almost threw the deal off. She was real hesitant, real nervous, asked me 100 questions after that. But, yeah, I know I gave a little bit more information, but I just wanted to let you know about that, because that can happen if you don't schedule your walkthroughs properly. Don't make the same mistake I did.
No. That's actually good info, bro, because people need to understand that. So now you schedule a walkthrough, but the buyer show up early, or what's going on?
So the buyer's representative. So the guy, the buyer, yeah, he showed up earlier than we told him to show up, and he already walked in by himself with, take his own pictures and stuff. So I know it is very important to keep communication if you are in that same situation, to meet up, make sure they know, hey, don't walk in. Even though we told the guy to tell him not to walk in, maybe something that can prevent that problem is to have whoever's listening is that you get the phone number of the person that's going to be doing the walkthrough, so that way you don't have that same mistake, because it did get fishy after that. Everything was kind of like on a rocky boat.
Gotcha. So no, Sedrick, that's a really good tips and advice, man. Communication. Just make sure that there's no miscommunication. So the guy came out a little bit early, walked through with the seller and said all that, and obviously it kind of raised some awareness with her now. What I want to know, bro, is how far are you guys from the property?
From my house now is about 20 minutes.
Okay, so it's just okay.
It's on the other side of the city.
Gotcha. So it's 20 minutes away. So when you told the seller that someone's going to go out to the property, what did you mention?
I just told them that they're going to be doing a quick walkthrough, just to make sure that the property is there, because she was like, well, you guys are sending me the contract. We signed all this without even seeing the property. And I told her, look, we're going to get under contract. Then I'll send somebody out and make sure that there's even a property there. Make sure that, it's actually a house.
Right.
And so she was just saying, she just thought that it was one of our partner contractors. I was going to just be doing a quick walkthrough, taking a few pictures that may have been missed that she already sent me. And so we could start planning for the renovations. That's what I told her. So we could start planning for the renovations.
I got you. Okay. So you pretty much told her it's a contractor. Okay. No problem. And then what did you tell the buyer?
What do you mean after the walkthrough?
No. I mean, did you tell the buyer that they are there on behalf of your company as a contractor to do the walkthrough on the property?
No, it was actually the buyer's guy that he sent out.
Sure.
Like it was a friend of his that met us up there.
Right.
So he knew the guy already.
Gotcha. No, but my question for you, bro, is when you tell the buyer or buyer representative, whoever that is that's going to come out or send somebody out, did you tell them that they're there on behalf of your company as a contractor?
Oh, yes. Sorry, I misunderstood your question. Yes. So yeah, that's what I told him. So that way we were kind of on the same page before we got there. But I'm assuming that he didn't relay the message over to him. And the guy, it was just a guy. It was just like a neighbor, like let's say one of your neighbors or something that was just walked over there. So I told him what to say and how we were going to walk in together.
Good.
But I guess that guy wasn't on the same page. So.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
So the seller asked you, do you know the guy? And you said no.
Yeah, I shook his hand and I introduced myself to him and everything. I thought it was the husband because remember, I never met these people. I never heard her voice over the phone. I've never seen her. Only thing I seen her was a profile pic, bro. I was just like, I didn't know anything about her. I was assuming it was her husband, the dad, helping her move or something. So I shook his hand and introduced myself. She's like, you guys don't know each other? And I'm like, no.
So, dude, now I want to ask you, bro. Okay, just get into a little bit more details. So how do you calm her down, or how do you calm her down and overcome whatever she's concerning?
Yeah, so like I said, when we were walking in, he was walking out. So once the door shut behind us and the guy went back to his truck, I turned around and I'm like freaking out in my head. 'Cause I'm like I don't even know what to do. I don't even know what to say. And I forgot what it was, what I said, but she asked me, she says, forgot what she said. She asked me some question, and I fired back with a quick answer, like I'm not even thinking about it. And I guess my sister tells me, I don't remember what it was. My sister tells me that her shoulders went from up to down, but I fired back and said something real quick to her. I think I told her, oh no, he's I think I reassured her of the contractor, and I think I told him that he was a designer. So I never met him or something like that, or I was always doing everything over the phone with him, and that was my first time seeing him. Something, I don't remember exactly what it was, but it was something quick because my sister kept seeing her shoulders were up, and as soon as I said something, she went down. So she kind of got relaxed, but I don't remember exactly what was said. It was right off the top of my head, like a freestyle, man. I was quick with it.
No, dude, that's actually, dude, no, whatever you did, it was good. Oh gosh. Okay.
Yeah. I have
good, man.
I have like a background in sales. So, I mean, I do air conditioning full time. So I have a background in sales. So I'm used to like firing off,
hell yeah,
things like that off the top of my head whenever people are nervous or they have a question that are out of the ordinary. So I guess my instincts just kicked in and it worked in my favor.
Yeah, dude. Heck yeah, bro. Dude, you guys being quick on your feet, and if you can think fast, bro, it's gonna help you out. So yeah, the sales skill came in, bro. So
it came in clutch.
Yeah, man. So now let's go ahead and how many bedroom and bathroom is the property?
4 bedrooms. Was it 4 bedrooms, 2 baths? I think it's 4 bedroom, 2 bath.
Gotcha. 4 bedroom, 2 bath, and the square footage?
1,700 square feet, I believe.
Gotcha, 1,700 square feet. Okay, hey, for those of you who's listening, I just want to take this back. Earlier, when Sedrick mentioned that, here's what's go through my head. If the seller just said, "Oh, God, okay, well, let me make a call really quick to my contract and see to my team and see what's going on," and then you can come back and say, "Oh God." So basically, the contractor was supposed to, the one that works with us, was supposed to come out, but he didn't. He sent one of his guy to come out instead. Mm-hmm. So that's why I don't know the guy. There it is. But yeah. Anyway, bro, 4 bedroom, 2 bath, 1,700 square feet. And what did you estimate the rehab would be before the contract, before the buyer go out?
30. I think it was 25 or 30,000.
25 to 30K, okay. 25 to 30K. And now when the buyer came out and did it, did they agree on that as a good update? Or I mean,
well, we didn't talk numbers. Yeah, we didn't talk numbers. So I'm assuming that's either I overshot and they just didn't say anything, or they agreed on it. So I'm assuming they agreed on it. They didn't bring it back up after that.
Gotcha.
After the walkthrough.
Cool, man. Got it. Okay, so for those of you who's listening, if things like that go chaos, always remember this: you are not the decision maker. You're just part of a company, part of a team. You can always say, "Oh my God, I don't know what is going on." Listen, we have this happen to us where the seller said, where there was just like this, bro, a miscommunication. A bunch of like 4 to 5 people show up all at the same time, and they brought someone else's with them as well. So we got so when our VA got a call from the seller, and we already prepped them up and told them already what to say. And the things to say is, "Oh gosh, I'm so sorry for what happened. Let me call my team manager, whatever that is, a higher position than you. Let me check in to see what's going on, and I'll get back to you and let you know the answer to it." That's why it's always position yourself as you're part of a big team, and you're not you don't know everything in the team of what's going on. So with something like this blow up, you say, "Let me make a phone call really quick," and just kind of walk away a little bit, pretend you get on the phone. That gives you a time to kind of think a little bit of what you need to come back and deal with. All right, you guys, I'm just giving you some tips. If something like that blow up, just now repositioning yourself, saying, "Let me call my team to figure out what is going on. I don't know what just happened, but let me get on top of it, and I'll get back to you. Just give me 5 minutes." Walk away, boom, get on the phone, pretend and do whatever you need to do.
Put your phone on vibrate, because if you have your phone to your face and your phone starts ringing, it blows your cover.
Yes, make sure you have it on vibrates. And if you're in sales like Sedrick, he can pull it up really quick. But I'm telling for those that couldn't think quick, that's how you stole the time, so you can walk away.
Right.
And think, okay. Okay, bro. So the ARV, let me see here. The ARV you said was what was it?
Between 220 and 240.
Okay, 220 to 240. The buyer's is okay. So the buyer's buying for 142, and now how large was the deposit, bro? The non-refundable.
We asked for a 5,000.
Gotcha. Okay, so 5K. That's good, man. That's a good size. And how quickly did the buyer mention that they can close?
He was ready to close. He said 30 days.
Gotcha. Okay, so 30 days. How soon did it took you guys to find this buyer? 3 days, 4 days, 5 days?
Yeah, about 5 days.
Gotcha. Okay, 5 days. And the buyer came in and mentioned he was going to get a loan on it. What kind of loan?
He didn't mention. Yeah, he didn't mention that he was going to get a loan. We were assuming that he was just going to pay all cash.
Right.
But we found out he was getting a loan after, like, after I sent in the contract. Escrow told me that that's why it's being held up. Because, like I said, I have a family friend that's in there, so she tells me, certain stuff. But that's what we found out we had a loan. That he was getting a loan as well. So he paid like half cash, the rest with a loan.
Okay. Got it. Do you know if he was getting private or hard money, or is he getting like a loan money. A loan from the
It was
bank?
hard money.
Okay, gotcha. Okay. So hard money usually takes about, I noticed hard money, they like about 15 days. Now, yeah. I'm trying to give you some tip, bro. So when you ask the buyer how quickly can they close, they said 30 days?
Yes.
Gotcha. The next time, bro, if a buyer said they can close 30 days, and ask them why. Just ask them, so why so long? And then they would have to tell you, right? So they would have to tell you whatever the situation is. Oh, well, I have to get, this is what we're doing. We got a property we're waiting to sell. We're trying to get a loan from the hard money, blah, blah, blah. Because typically, if it's cash, because if they can't explain to you why they need 30 days, you said, well, typically we deal with, we deal with other buyers, and they typically, with all cash, the title company can close as soon as, they get the clear title. So, I mean, we have closing 5 to 7 days. So I don't know why you guys need 30 days. I'm just asking. That's all. So what you guys want to do is when you lock it up with the seller, you want to get as much time as possible, which means you want to get the longest time with the seller. When you find a buyer, you want them to close as quickly as possible. And if any cash buyer tells you that they need 30 days, most of the time, because they are trying to get a loan. That's it, right? Because cash buyer will typically tell you this. If they are legit, we can close as soon as title is clear. Or, hey, give me 7 days, 10 days, 15 days, man. 2 weeks is the most, because 2 weeks is normally will give them enough time to get the hard money lender all together. But maybe he has, maybe he's just working with this hard money for the first time, whatever that is. But I'm just saying, normally when a cash buyer say 30 days, it's because they're getting somewhat of a loan, whether it's private, whether it's hard, whatever that is, trying to get from the bank, whatever it is, okay? But
okay.
But majority of them can do it in 15 days, even with the hard money, no problem. Just to keep that in mind, man.
All right, I appreciate that.
Hey, no problem, dude. So let me see here. Okay, so the buyer closed, and then how long did you? And then obviously you build rapport with the seller, and how long do you guys have to extend the contract with the seller out for?
It went from about a week.
Okay.
The closing day was on Thursday. We actually ended up closing on that Monday.
Gotcha. Okay.
Or Tuesday. I'm sorry. Yeah, Tuesday.
Nice, bro. And then you pick up the check instead of having it wire. I saw.
No, I got it wired.
Oh, you got a wire? Yeah. I'm
yeah,
sorry.
The picture I sent you was
I'm
wire.
sorry, man. I'm getting
I need that immediately, man. I need that money right now.
You need that milk money, bro. You need that milk money, man.
Yes.
Dude, even until up to today, man, I love going to pick up the checks instead of having it wire, because to me, picking up that checks is the excitement. That's why I asked. That's all, bro.
I couldn't wait, man. I couldn't wait. I was, like I said, I was working, man, and all day I just kept checking my bank account, kept checking.
I feel you, bro.
She told me, she's like, it's going to be in tomorrow. It's going to be in tomorrow. I'm like, man, I need it.
I hear you, bro. So, Sedrick, you guys, throughout this interview, if you find any value, please show my guest some love. Smash the thumbs up. If you'd like me to continue doing subscriber first wholesale deal interview, boom, smash the thumbs up. Also, too, if you recently closed your first wholesale deal, either shoot me a DM on Instagram or shoot me an email over to wholesale2millions@gmail.com. Show me the money, the checks, the wire transfer, whatever that is. Show it to me, prove it to me. Love to get you onto the channel so you can share your story. But anyway, Sedrick, what are some, well, before that, how do people connect with you, man? Maybe there's someone that want to connect with you, bro.
Best way is probably going to be on Instagram, the Real Sedrick Ried, TheRealSedrickRied, the Real Sedrick Ried, and Facebook is going to be Sedrick Ried, SEDRICK REID.
Gotcha. Okay. Now
those are going to be the best two ways.
Gotcha. Okay, so I'll make sure you guys. I will put that in the descriptions if you guys missed that. And now, dude, what are some tips, advice, feedback that you can help anyone that is starting out or just going through, man, stressing out, overwhelmed, lost, confused, trying to get their first piece of meat?
Well, first things first, you got to get the script. That's first things first. That's when I tell you that script takes you from the time that you're ready to dial that number to the time that you're ready to hang up that phone. That script is a walkthrough. And I'm not just saying that because I'm on the interview with you. I got the script after this deal. And I mean, I've sent out, we've sent out, we got 2 contracts out and we're going to do a walkthrough today. We're expecting 1 contract back. It was actually supposed to be sent back last Wednesday. So we've been trying to reach out and get back to the customer, but the seller, we're going to be getting that contract back soon. I already know it. It's a walkthrough, but that contract, the seller script, is a must-have. Definitely don't get discouraged, man. When it's definitely something that you have to keep grinding for, man. You're gonna hear a million no's, but all you need is that one yes, and it's paid for. It's all paid for. Once you get that one yes, teamwork, working together, working with other people is definitely huge. This is not a competition. It's all networking. It's all team. And just keeping positivity around you, because with all the negative no's you keep hearing, if you have negativity around you, it's gonna bring your morale down. And also changing your social media, that was huge. That's what I'm actually in the transition of doing now. Changing it from just being normal social media, being it as a consumer, go on there to make money. Change your social media around to make money. Start sending out more positive stuff. Start making content, actual. If you have digital cards or any kind of marketing that you're doing, post that all the time. Join all your local Facebook garage sales, local RIAs, local everything local. Get into it. Share your information in there, because, like I said, all you need is one yes, and it's all paid for. Yeah, I mean, that's really just about it. I mean, just stick with it, man. You're one deal away, if you haven't heard Khang's Monday Motivation for the Soul, man. I don't even know do you remember recording that one?
Yeah.
It was on Spotify when I first heard it. Man, dude, when I listened to that, the goosebumps on my arms and neck, and I was working and I was having a bad day. I was doing AC and I was working. I was having a bad day. And when you said, dude, you're not a Hyundai. You're not a Hyundai. You're a freaking Ferrari. Dude, you guys are Ferraris, man. You guys are Ferraris. You just haven't started your engine and hit that gas yet, man. Don't give up. Keep going. Keep driving. Network. You're one deal away, man. It's real. This isn't fake, man. This is real. This is not fake. Boom.
Sedrick, dude, I want to say congrats, bro. And I want to say thank you so much. those of you who's listening, listen. I didn't pay Sedrick to say any of that, man. Those of you who got the King Kong script and say, Kong, it doesn't work. Let me tell you something, man. Let me be real with you.
Yes.
Maybe other people haven't said it because you don't work, man. You don't work. Dude, nothing works,
Exactly.
man, if you don't work, man. See,
Exactly.
there's someone on my Instagram. Just shoot me a DM, bro. Got the King Kong script. Locked the seller up, got the seller to drop 100 G's. So, and then he found the buyers. It's going to make his spread, bro. It's 100K. Found the buyer already. I said, once you close, send it on. Dude, he got the seller to drop like 100 G's just from the script, bro. So those of you
man.
Hey, it doesn't work. Dude, I did it. My VA doing it, all right? That's exactly how I talk on the phone. That's how we train our VA up, okay? So what I'm telling you, what's not working? It's you. It's you.
Yeah,
all right? And I'm going to be real with you. I don't care what investment you get into. Listen to me. The majority of people will not make it. Listen to me. The majority of people will not make it. It doesn't mean every single one that pays to go to the seminar will walk out, will make it. Now listen to me. Making it, dude, there's a huge difference from one person doing one deal and scaling up to continue making 10,000 a month, 20, 50, 100 G's a month. Dude, it takes much more, all right, to build up to get to that level, okay? So I'm telling you guys, like, I'm being real with you. Not everybody pays for whatever program, course, whatever they're buying it is going to make it. You just have to tell yourself, I'm not the majority, Khang. I am the minority. I am the 3%. I am the 1%. I am the Ferrari and not the Honda.
Yeah,
dude, and the thing is,
yeah.
dude, so you got to fuel yourself, man. Listen, the fuel that you put into a Honda is the 87, the regular, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the one that you put into a Ferrari is the premium. I'm telling you, you are premium. So freaking act like a premium, man. So fuel your day up with energy, with motivations, right? And go make it happen, man. Go do it. Sedrick did it, right? I'm a high school dropout coming from another country, grew up in a mud hut. I can't even read or write, right? In my own language, man. I can barely read and write in English. So if you let this high school dropout, where people used to call, living in a little shack behind a mobile home park, where people used to call me, some close friend and family, a loser because of my former education and my current situation. Dude, if you let this guy pass you and you can't do it, come on, man. How can you, dude, how can you live with yourself, man? And how can you explain to your family? And let me tell you this, man. Do it not just for you. Maybe do it for your loved ones, for the people that believe and depend on you right now for you to succeed because they couldn't. For some other reason, they couldn't. So they depend and believe and put it all onto you. So you must make it happen, dude. Woo. Anyways, you guys, those of you who want to check out the King Kong seller script, man, it's going to be in the description. Go to Wholesale to Million, wholesale2millions.com, no S, wholesale2million.com. It's $4.95, but I promise you, man, it'll take your game, your business to a whole nother level. And if you want to crush it, go ahead, bro.
One thing, I got this written down. You are going to the T-Rob's event in Vegas, right?
Oh, yeah.
Are
Okay.
you going there?
Yeah, bro.
I'm going to see you there then. Yeah, we're going to be buying our tickets tonight, man, and getting yeah. We're going out there.
Heck yeah,
I have a couple. Man. If you got a couple minutes, I got a few things here I wanted to ask you.
Okay.
Well, about that. Go ahead.
Yeah. Oh, no problem, man. So I'm gonna give a shout out to Tony, aka the Closer. If you guys haven't followed him on Instagram, he is running an event happen on in Las Vegas, MGM, November 8th and 9th, right? November 8th and 9th. The ticket is extremely cheap, man. And he's going to have 20 power speaker. And I'm grateful enough and humble enough to be one of them. But he got some really big power player that is crushing the game. I know a guy on there. I haven't met him personally, but he's in some of the biggest some of the big mastermind, and he's pumping out like 1 million or so a month, dude. It's crazy. So if you haven't bought your ticket, how much is the ticket, bro? It's cheap. Like
I think it's like $200.
Yeah,
it's like $200 or $195 or something like that, man.
Yeah,
you spend more than that on gas a month.
Yeah. So listen to me. Like, if you're committed, and you're like, Khang, this is the business I want to go down, dude. This is the career that I want to build my empire. I want to change my family. I want to change my life. I want to change my family tree. I want to represent and be the next millionaire. I'm telling you, if you have that commitment, then make the investment. Because you obviously going to be in a room full of like millionaires, multimillionaires that's going to help you. Just one tips, man. One strategies. Just one thing that you take off from the event and take massive action and implement. You got to implement, dude. It's going to change your life. It's going to change your life. Staying at home doing the same thing is not going to change anything, all right? So, but like I said, it's going to be a ton of people there, man. I think Tony's trying to get a couple thousand, but not every single one will come back, will walk away, succeed. You have to tell yourself that you will be the one. So let's rock and roll. So, dude, so where did they go buy the ticket, bro?
Actually, I'm going on T-Rob's. I think it's in his link in his description on T-Rob's Instagram.
Okay, yeah, or I think you can go to like I think 100kclub.com. 100kclub.com. I think
that's
so.
His, yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, man. So what's some question you got, bro?
One more. I think not only I am always wondering, but I think a couple other people are always wondering too. What is that tea that you're drinking, man? What is the tea, man? I'm always seeing the tea, and I'm like, what the heck is that? I'm always wondering, what is that?
Yeah, man. So the wife makes this for me every single morning. It's jasmine tea.
Jasmine tea.
Yeah, man. So dude, I drink like this is a 32 ounce, dude. I drink like 3, 4, 5 of this a day.
Dude, I'm always seeing you drinking it. I'm like, and when I'm on live, I try to type it in to see if he'll catch it, and yeah, I'm like, he's not even worrying about that. But I'm like, when I get on this interview, I'm gonna find out, because I know like a couple people are always asking, dude, what is that thing that he drinks?
Yeah,
I'm like,
man,
it looks like rum and coke, but he's not a drinker, man. I don't know.
Yeah, man, dude. I don't need no stuff. I don't need no coffee. I don't need no energy drink, bro. This is what I drink because, dude, I'm so grateful, man. I'm so grateful, and I'm so grateful for just the opportunity
to have
be here, man. Heck yeah, bro.
I don't even know why. I mean, I've been on, like, so many people been telling me lately, like, they just see a different me. I'm like, I'm always on 12. I'm always pumped up, and I'm like, I don't know. Khang's rubbing off on me, or if this is, I don't know. It's just I love helping people. I've been telling so many people about it. I'm giving people opportunities. I have a couple of drivers. I actually just made like a little commercial on Instagram and my social media. And I've been telling people, look, to go drive out and find distressed properties. You can get paid. I'm doing referral fees and just trying to help people out. And it's just crazy. I'm always on like 12, always excited, always happy, man. I don't know. This thing changed your life, man. It's a game changer. It's a game changer, man, for real.
Dude, I love it, bro. So Sedrick said a couple great things where I really want to come back. Hey, dude, I just want to make sure that do you have to go anywhere? Do you have a few minutes?
Yeah, I'm on your time, man. I'm on your time.
I appreciate it. Dude, Sedrick said some great things that I want to point out, man. He said that you guys need to turn your social media, dude, you need to stop being a consumer. Sedrick, I think you freeze up. Maybe it's my internet, bro. But anyways, I'm gonna okay. So Sedrick said some great things I want to point out. All right, one of them is he said a lot of you guys, you need to change your social media. Stop being a consumer and start turning into a really businessman, right? So that, dude, that is a great tips, bro. Another one that you said, oh my gosh, I just remember, and then now I forgot already. Man. Anyways, I forgot already, bro. But oh yeah, no, I remember. Dude, there's so many negativities, and when you're going at this, you're getting all the no's, you're getting people cuss at, swear at, yell at you, and you going at this, you're lost, you're confused, you're stressing out, you're overwhelmed. Dude, it's too much already. And if you surround yourself with people who are not pushing you, are not uplifting you, are not pouring gas into you so you can keep on going, dude, like you need to distance you need to distance those people. When my wife and I, at the age of 18, living in a little shed behind a mobile home park, man, it became extremely lonely. I'm telling you, like it gets lonely, and because we have to distance our friends, we have to distance some of our friends, some of our family, because there's so much negative and so much toxic that the journey itself is already hard. And now you're having people pulling against you. And listen, if you want to make it to the top, you got to listen to me. If you want to make it to the top, you going against the majority. You're doing things that majority of people don't do. You're doing things that only the minority. So listen, yes, you're going to have few less friends, but they're more quality friends, right? So, so I'm telling you that you are having things that going against you. The next thing you need is more people trying to pull you down. Shake them off, let them go, man. And I promise you, you'll find more quality people to be around. So now my wife and I we go to this mastermind, right? There's guys and gals in there that are making killing, man. Some of them are in there and making $500,000 to $1 million a month. And dude, being around them, bro, surround them, like the things that, listen, the way they talk, the things that they do are completely, dude, you're like, yeah, this is what I'm talking about. And it makes you feel so pumped up, right? And everyone is helping each other, pushing each other, sharing ideas, sharing information, sharing connections. So I'm telling you, man, what Sedrick said is it's the thing. You got to separate yourself, and you got to let those people go if they're trying to pull you down. But that's all I got, bro. You got anything else you want to say and wrap this up, bro?
Man, no, I mean, I just need a big shout out to my sister, man. She's my other half. It's like my twin, man. She's definitely the other half of this team, man. And, let's get it, man. Let's lock them up, bag and tag them, guys.
I like that, bro. Bag them and tag them. So what's her name?
Samantha.
Samantha. So tell Samantha, boom, that I say congrats, and I'm pumped for both of you, and I look forward, man, to seeing you guys in the Las Vegas. And we're gonna bag them, and we're gonna tag them.
Damn right.
Anyways, those of you, if you are new to the channel, boom, smash the subscribe button, hit that bell notification so when I go live or upload a new video, you don't miss out, okay? And before I wrap this up, I just want to say, like I said, this is not for everyone, right? It's only for the 20 people that sees the value in this. I'm running a 2K web class, happen on August 31st. It's on a Saturday. It's going to be an all-day event. You don't have to be anywhere. You can be at the comfort of your own home. It's $2,000 per person or per couple. This is for everyone that is want to take their life, their business to the next level, man. Maybe you're in this for a while, but you're lost, you're confused, you're overwhelmed, you're stressing out, you still haven't closed your first deal. I'm telling you, if that is you, you're doing something wrong, but you don't know what you're doing wrong because you have never been there, so you can't see what you're doing wrong. On that day, I'm going to share with you, and I'm going to give you a clear guidance plans, an action plan, a blueprint of exactly what you need to do to walk away with to start executing. And I believe most people, can't go all in because they are not confident. They are not confident of whatever that they're doing. Is it the right move or is the wrong move? On that day, I'm going to give you the confidence to go all in, because I'll share with you all the tips, all the strategies, right? All the companies, all the tools, everything that we're using right now that's currently working, and I will come up a plan just for you. I don't care whatever your marketing budget is, whether it's a few $100 or a few $1,000 to market. What I need most from you is the commitment and the drive and the dedication and the willingness to stick with it and do whatever it takes. And you need to trust the game plan that we come up with, because to me, I will tell you that it works. You just need to believe that it works and go all in. Okay? So, for example, John, when he first took me on as a one-on-one mentor, right, he paid me $35,000 for it. He was in a position where he was like that. He said, Khang, I want to go all in, but bro, I don't know, right? I can't have the confidence. And he trusts the game plan that we came up with, and he stuck with it. It took him 6 months because he only have a few $100 to market. He still have a full-time job. It took him 6 months to do his first deal, and it's in a completely virtual market. And his third deal was 55 G's. He closed on his fourth, his fifth, and his sixth deal. This October, he'll be 1 year with me, right? And then he's now working on his seventh and his eighth. Like, he now have wings because he trusts the game plan, and he moved forward, and he stick with it. It's going to be a rough journey. Let me tell you, it will be rough, right? That's why I'm saying this is not for everybody. And for those of you, maybe you have done a couple of deals and you try to scale up, I will show you, like for everybody, I will show you how to put the whole entire system together to get your CRM set up, to get your phone number set up so you can track, right, what marketing to use that fits for your budget. I'll share with you everything that's currently working right now so you don't have to go through the trial and error. And I'm telling you, if you're a one-man, one-woman show, dude, doing everything yourself, working 10, 12 hours a day to make more money is not the key. It took me a while to overcome that mindset. Hire on people will help you, right? These VA that we're paying them $6 an hour, they're cranking it out. They're locking property up under contract because they follow the King Kong script, and they're closing deals. They selling the deals for me as well, which allows me, that's why it allows me to give me time to do what I actually love and enjoy to do. Believe it or not, I love the Instagram. I love the YouTube. I love creating content. I love bringing people on like Sedrick to inspire, to motivate everyone that is starting out. Because I know, man, I know that I remember so clear the day that I first began this journey. I was lost, confused, stressed out, overwhelmed, seeking out for people that are just like me. And that's why I love enjoying doing the first time wholesale interview, because it gives me a little bit more juice, more faith, more belief, and seeing people like Sedrick make it happen. And it inspires and motivates me to keep on going. And that's why I do this. And hopefully those of you who watch this to don't ever give up. Just like Sedrick, man, that one phone call, that one deal, dude, one good deal will change the course of your life. A 10,000, a 20,000, a 50,000, dude, it can change the course of your life like that. So don't give up. Working at your job and putting more work into and working on someone else, building someone else's dreams and empire until you're 65, 70. Dude, let's go make it happen. But anyways, the 20 of you who's ready, who's committed, shoot me an email over to wholesale2millions@gmail.com. It's $2,000 per person or per couple. And I'm ready, man, to take your life, your business to a whole nother level on that day. My goal is, trust me, I will deliver. And you're going to walk away with saying, Khang, dude, this is too cheap for $2,000. Anyways, thank you so much, you guys. Take care. Have a great rest of your day. If you haven't subscribed, boom, smash that subscribe button. Sedrick, thank you so much, bro. I wish you massive, massive success, man. More to come. I know it. You and your sister, power it up. I love it, man. And I'll see you guys in the Las Vegas, bro.
Thanks, man.
Yep. Ciao.